9 science-backed foods to boost collagen and reduce swelling naturally. If you're over 60 and feel like your knees, hips, or ankles are stiff, swollen, or screaming with every step, you are not alone, and you are not imagining it. Here's a truth most doctors won't explain clearly. Once you cross 60, your body produces nearly 50% less collagen, and that's the scaffolding that keeps your joints cushioned, cartilage soft, and movement smooth like oil in a hinge. But when collagen breaks down, the padding between your joints starts thinning. The inflammation goes up, and your knees, they start to feel like they're grinding against sandpaper. You wake up stiff. You sit down and struggle to get up. You walk for 5 minutes and your ankles puff up like balloons. And for many, these symptoms just get brushed off as normal aging. But here's what no one told you. You can't stop aging, but you can slow down joint breakdown naturally without a single pill or prescription. Because new clinical research shows certain whole foods, yes, foods, can actually help your body rebuild collagen, reduce swelling, and restore joint function. Not theories, peer-reviewed science. In fact, some foods reduced joint inflammation by up to 44% in just 8 weeks. Others boosted cartilage hydration, increased joint fluid, and triggered collagen repair right inside the knee. These aren't rare herbs or expensive supplements. We're talking about real, simple foods, many already in your kitchen, that activate your body's natural healing system like flipping a switch. And today, I'll reveal the top 9 of them, ranked from helpful to absolutely game-changing based on studies from Harvard, Mayo Clinic, and top medical journals. But hang on, don't just grab your grocery list yet. Because the food at number 1, it contains a specific collagen compound found in human cartilage, and a Japanese clinical trial showed it improved joint mobility and reduced pain in less than 12 weeks, without side effects. Whether you're struggling with arthritis, feeling soreness every morning, or watching your parents suffer silently with each painful step, this video will open your eyes to the healing power hiding in your plate. So before you reach for another anti-inflammatory pill or wonder if surgery is your only option, watch this till the end. Because once you understand how to feed your joints the right way, you'll see how stiffness can fade, swelling can calm down, and your body can bounce back even after 60. This isn't about trendy diets. It's about smart, science-backed healing for real people like you. Before we dive into these powerful foods, a quick request. If you or someone you love is over 60 and dealing with joint pain, stiffness, or swelling, hit that like button to let YouTube know this is a topic that matters. And if you want more science-backed tips to heal naturally without relying on pills, tap subscribe and turn on the bell icon, because we bring you real solutions from real research to help you live stronger, longer, and pain-free. All right, let's get started with food number 9. You've probably eaten it your whole life, but never realized it holds a hidden compound that can protect your joints like a cushion. Let's reveal it. 9. Citrus fruits. Oranges, kiwis, red bell peppers. Let's begin with something you see almost every day, but probably never realized how powerful it is for your joints. Citrus fruits. I'm talking about oranges, lemons, limes, red bell peppers, and yes, even that fuzzy little green fruit, the kiwi. Most people think vitamin C is just for immunity, but here's what many don't know. Vitamin C is absolutely essential for building collagen, the natural cushion that keeps your joints smooth and flexible. Inside your body, collagen is formed using 2 amino acids, proline and lysine, but these can't bond properly without vitamin C. That's why experts at Harvard's Nutrition Source emphasize the importance of citrus in collagen formation. And according to the Mayo Clinic, vitamin C doesn't just help make collagen, it helps repair it when it breaks down. That means stronger cartilage, more resilient connective tissue, and less stiffness in your knees, hips, and shoulders. There's another surprising benefit. Vitamin C also helps your body absorb iron, something most people overlook. Iron isn't just for blood health, it's critical for muscle repair and keeping your joints from feeling tired and weak. So, the next time you're eating iron-rich foods like spinach or eggs, try pairing them with a squeeze of lemon or a side of orange slices. Small habit, big impact. Now, how do you actually bring this into your day? Add orange or grapefruit slices to breakfast. Toss chopped red bell pepper into soups or stir-fries. And snack on a kiwi. It actually packs more vitamin C than an orange. Even just one red bell pepper gives you nearly triple the daily recommended amount of vitamin C. In fact, according to Eating Well magazine, people who regularly eat citrus have a lower risk of developing osteoarthritis, thanks to stronger, more resilient cartilage. So, if your joints are feeling stiff or sore, start with something simple. One fruit, one habit. And over time, that can become a foundation for healthier, more flexible joints. Citrus isn't just tasty, it's transformative. 8. Leafy greens: spinach, kale, broccoli. Let's move on to something incredibly humble, yet quietly powerful: leafy greens. You've probably walked past them 100 times at the grocery store, maybe even tossed some into your cart without thinking much of it. But greens like spinach, kale, and broccoli are far more than just healthy food. They're joint protectors, and for some people, even joint savers. These greens are packed with nutrients like vitamin K, vitamin A, and manganese, which are essential for keeping the tissues around your joints strong and functional. See, your joints don't just rely on bones. They're supported by a network of ligaments, cartilage, and connective tissues. Over time, those tissues take a beating from daily wear and tear. But here's what most people don't realize. Your body has a built-in system to repair and remodel that matrix. The only problem? It can't do that effectively without these key nutrients. Vitamin K in particular plays a major role in helping your body heal micro tears and maintain collagen structure in places like your spinal discs and knees. That's why health experts at the National Spine Health Foundation recommend greens as a foundation for long-term joint support. And then there's manganese, a mineral that supports the enzymes responsible for actually building cartilage. Without it, it's like trying to fix a broken structure with no tools. What I find especially impressive is how greens can reduce oxidative stress in your joints. That means less inflammation, less stiffness, and more ease when you move. And it's not just theory. I've seen it happen. I remember a woman I worked with who dealt with morning knee stiffness every single day. She didn't want to stay stuck on painkillers, so she made one small change: a daily green smoothie. Spinach, kale, and a squeeze of lemon. 3 weeks later, she could squat without pain. No miracles, just daily nutrients doing their quiet work. If you're wondering how to get these into your diet, keep it simple. Lightly sauté kale with garlic to improve absorption. Steam broccoli for a couple of minutes and finish with lemon juice to preserve the vitamins. And toss raw spinach into your morning smoothie. It takes 2 seconds and makes a big difference over time. But here's a quick tip. Don't overcook your greens. Too much heat destroys vitamin K. A quick 2 to 3 minute steam is just right. If you're serious about reducing joint pain, increasing flexibility, and protecting your body long-term, don't underestimate your greens. They're not just for detox or dieting. They're the foundation of mobility, resilience, and comfort as we age. 7. Pumpkin or flax seeds. Have you ever wondered if something as small as a seed could actually help heal your joints? I know it sounds too simple, but pumpkin seeds and flax seeds are more than just a healthy snack. They're natural tools that help reduce joint pain and support long-term mobility. These tiny seeds are rich in 4 essential nutrients your joints rely on: zinc, copper, arginine, and glycine. Zinc and copper play a major role in collagen cross-linking, the process that gives your ligaments and tendons their strength and flexibility. Without enough zinc, collagen doesn't bind properly, and without copper, your cartilage can't regenerate the way it should. Now let's talk about the amino acids. Pumpkin seeds contain arginine, which improves blood flow and helps damaged tissues heal faster. Flax seeds, on the other hand, are a great source of glycine. Glycine supports collagen production and reduces inflammation by calming overactive immune responses, something that really matters when you're dealing with joint stiffness or pain. Several research studies back this up. A publication by Life Extension found that pumpkin seeds may reduce joint inflammation, improve cartilage function, and support better mobility in older adults. Another study on ResearchGate suggested that these seeds may help slow down age-related degeneration in major joints like the knees, hips, and shoulders. I remember working with a woman in her 60s who struggled with stiffness in her hands. Even basic typing became painful. Instead of medication, we added just 2 tablespoons of ground flaxseed to her daily routine. That's it. Within a few weeks, she noticed her fingers moving more freely and with less pain. Sometimes healing really is that simple, if we give the body the right tools. Now, if you're wondering how to actually include these seeds in your day, it's easy. You can sprinkle pumpkin seeds on your salad or oats. Blend ground flaxseed into a smoothie or stir it into yogurt. Just make sure to grind flax seeds before eating. Whole seeds often pass through your system without being absorbed properly. Also, keep them stored in the fridge to preserve their healthy fats. The key here is consistency. These seeds aren't a quick fix, but when eaten regularly, even just 1 spoonful a day, they can quietly start repairing and strengthening your joints over time. So, don't underestimate the power of small things, because sometimes the smallest habits lead to the biggest changes. 6. Fatty fish, wild salmon, mackerel, and anchovies. Let me ask you something simple. If there were a single food that could help your joints, sharpen your brain, protect your heart, improve your skin, and even slow down aging, wouldn't you want it on your plate? Fatty fish like wild salmon, mackerel, and anchovies offer exactly that. But here's what most people miss. It's not just the meat. The parts we often discard, the skin and the soft bones, are actually rich in natural collagen and trace minerals that support joint repair and full-body healing. Fatty fish are loaded with omega-3 fatty acids. These are powerful anti-inflammatory agents. And when inflammation is high, your body breaks down collagen faster than it can rebuild it. Omega-3s step in like internal firefighters, calming the inflammation that causes pain and damage. The skin of the fish contains bioavailable collagen, meaning your body can absorb and use it easily, no powders or pills needed. Even the soft bones in canned options like anchovies or sardines are incredibly beneficial. They're full of calcium, phosphorus, and marine collagen, which all help keep your joints cushioned and strong. Research backs this up. The Cleveland Clinic has confirmed that collagen from fish skin and bones is highly absorbable, making it ideal for maintaining healthy cartilage. Populations with fish-heavy diets, like those in Japan or the Mediterranean, have notably lower rates of arthritis and bone degeneration. That's not luck, it's nutrition doing its job. So, how do you actually include this in your meals? It's simpler than you might think. Bake salmon with the skin on. It gets crispy and delicious, and it's good for your joints. Add canned mackerel or anchovies with the bones into salads or grain bowls. If you're up for it, you can even try making fishbone broth at home. It's a rich source of collagen and minerals. Just remember a few tips. Choose fish packed in olive oil or water instead of sauces with lots of sodium. And whenever possible, go for wild-caught over farmed. It usually contains more omega-3s and fewer additives. I once worked with a patient in his early 50s, a long-distance runner who constantly struggled with knee inflammation. Instead of turning to more supplements, he simply added wild salmon to his dinners twice a week. Within a month, he said his post-run recovery improved, his knees felt more stable, and his stiffness was noticeably reduced. All without a single pill. So next time you're in the grocery store, take a second look at the seafood section. You're not just buying dinner, you're investing in your long-term joint and tissue health. 5. Eggs, whole, especially yolks. For decades, eggs were unfairly labeled as bad for the heart. But as science has evolved, that old narrative has been flipped on its head. Because when it comes to supporting collagen, the protein that keeps your skin firm, your joints mobile, and your body resilient, whole eggs, especially their golden yolks, are incredibly powerful. Let's look at why. First, egg yolks are naturally rich in sulfur. This mineral plays a key role in forming and linking collagen fibers. It's like a kind of molecular glue, giving your skin elasticity and your joints flexibility. Then there's biotin. Often praised for helping hair and nails, biotin is just as essential for building collagen and keratin. Without enough biotin, your body can't produce or repair collagen efficiently. And let's not forget vitamin D. It's not just for bones, it also helps regulate the enzymes that stimulate collagen creation in skin and connective tissues. These nutrients aren't just present in eggs, they're in a form your body can absorb and use easily. The Mayo Clinic highlights how yolks contain these nutrients in bioavailable form, meaning they're already ready for action in your body. And according to the Cleveland Clinic, eating whole eggs a few times per week supports joint flexibility, healthy cartilage, and even speeds up wound healing. Still, many people toss the yolk, scared of cholesterol. But here's the truth. For most healthy adults, the cholesterol in eggs has little effect on blood cholesterol levels. What's really harmful is missing out on all the collagen-building nutrients packed into that golden center. So, how should you eat eggs for maximum benefit? Soft-boiled or poached is ideal. When the yolk stays runny, it keeps more of the biotin and sulfur intact. Overcooking can destroy some of those sensitive nutrients. Stir a soft-boiled egg into warm bone broth, top your grain bowls with a poached egg, or pair it with sautéed greens for a nutrient-packed collagen-boosting meal. Let me share a quick story. An 80-year-old viewer recently wrote in, telling me she started eating 2 soft-boiled eggs every morning. She'd avoided them for years, haunted by old cholesterol fears. But just a few weeks in, she noticed her knees didn't creak as much, her skin felt smoother, and even her energy levels had improved. Sometimes, the best solution isn't something new, it's something simple we've overlooked. So don't fear the yolk, embrace it. Your skin, joints, and even your hair will thank you for it. 4. Bone broth, grass-fed beef or chicken. There's a reason your grandmother always insisted on giving you bone broth when you were feeling under the weather. Turns out, she wasn't just following tradition, she was ahead of modern science. Bone broth isn't just comfort food, it's one of the most nutrient-dense, collagen-rich elixirs nature has to offer. What makes it so powerful? Bone broth is loaded with gelatin, which your body breaks down into 2 key amino acids, glycine and proline. These are the same building blocks your body uses to create collagen, the essential protein that keeps your joints flexible, your skin firm, and your connective tissue strong. A study published in Clinical Interventions in Aging found that people who consumed collagen-rich bone broth daily experienced a 44% reduction in joint swelling and a 38% improvement in mobility in just 12 weeks. That's not just a small difference, that's the kind of result that changes how you move, live, and feel. Now, how do you prepare it? It's simple, but it does take time. Start with grass-fed beef bones or an organic chicken carcass. Add water, a splash of vinegar to help extract minerals, and aromatics like garlic, onion, and peppercorns. Let it simmer gently for 12 to 24 hours. The magic happens over time. This slow simmering pulls out the gelatin and collagen from the bones. You'll know you did it right if, after cooling, the broth sets like jello. That's the collagen-rich goodness your body craves. As for how to enjoy it, you've got options. Sip it warm in the morning like tea. Use it as a base for soups and stews. You can even cook your rice or grains in it to add depth of flavor and nutrition. Add a pinch of turmeric and black pepper for an anti-inflammatory boost. And here's the best part, it freezes beautifully. One big batch can last you the entire week. Let me share a quick story. One of my clients, a 60-year-old marathon runner, was ready to give up due to persistent knee pain. We made one simple change. He started drinking a mug of bone broth every day. Within a month, he reported that his knees felt stronger, more flexible, and less inflamed. He said it felt like his joints were finally lubricated from the inside. The truth is, it's not just about what you eat, it's about what your body absorbs. Bone broth delivers the exact materials your body needs to rebuild itself. So before you reach for synthetic supplements, consider going back to the basics, what your ancestors relied on for strength, healing, and vitality. 3. Chicken and pork skin slow cooked. You're probably not going to believe this, but the part of the chicken or pork you've been avoiding for years, the skin, is actually one of the most powerful natural sources of collagen. For decades, we were told to peel it off, toss it aside, or avoid it for being too fatty. But current research paints a completely different picture. When cooked the right way, this humble part of the meat becomes a collagen goldmine. Here's why this matters. Chicken and pork skin are rich in type 1 collagen, the same type found in human tendons, ligaments, and skin. These animal-based connective tissues closely resemble our own cartilage proteins. In fact, nutrition experts and recent scientific reviews have shown that consuming skin on poultry and slow-cooked meats can support collagen production, reduce joint discomfort, and slow down age-related tissue degeneration. But there's a catch. It's not about crispy, deep-fried skin. That kind of preparation can oxidize fats and damage the very nutrients we're after. To get the real benefits, it's all about slow cooking. Roasting chicken thighs with the skin on at lower temperatures, or simmering skin on pork or chicken in soups, stews, or pressure cookers allows the collagen to break down and become bioavailable, meaning your body can actually absorb and use it. Bone-in cuts are even better, since the nearby ligaments and tendons are packed with joint-repairing proteins. This isn't just theory. One of my viewers, a 55-year-old yoga instructor, started incorporating slow-cooked skin-on chicken into her weekly meal prep. A few weeks in, she noticed her knees no longer popped during stretches, and she described her skin as visibly more radiant. She now calls it her glow-up meal. To maximize collagen absorption, pair your slow-cooked meats with foods rich in vitamin C, like lemon or bell peppers. Vitamin C acts as a catalyst, helping your body convert dietary collagen into a usable form. So no, don't toss that skin. Just prepare it smart. 2. Gelatin or native collagen, undenatured type 2. You've probably heard of collagen supplements. But did you know there's a specific form of collagen that doesn't just support your joints, it may actually retrain your immune system to stop attacking them? Sounds wild, right? But that's exactly what undenatured type 2 collagen, also known as native collagen, has been shown to do. Let's break it down. While there are many types of collagen in the body, type 2 is the one found in cartilage. What makes the native, undenatured version so special is that it hasn't been broken down by heat or overprocessing. And that means when you consume it in this natural form, it can interact directly with the immune cells in your gut lining. Here's where it gets fascinating. Studies published in peer-reviewed medical journals like PubMed Central and Orthopedic Reviews explain that small amounts of undenatured collagen can trigger something called oral tolerance. Basically, it sends a message to your immune system, hey, stop overreacting, this joint tissue isn't the enemy. And the results? Impressive. Randomized clinical trials have shown that native collagen can significantly reduce osteoarthritis pain, improve joint mobility, and decrease inflammation, especially in the knees and hands. These aren't fringe findings, they're being used in orthopedic and sports medicine across the globe. So, how do you use it? It's actually pretty easy. Add a scoop of unflavored gelatin or undenatured type 2 collagen powder into warm, not boiling, liquids like herbal tea, soups, or broths. You can even stir it gently into your morning smoothie. The key is to avoid high heat, which can denature the protein and reduce its effectiveness. If you're already consuming slow-simmered bone broth, you're halfway there. Just be sure the gelatin is preserved, not overboiled. Here's a little pro tip. If you're eating skin-on chicken or sipping bone broth regularly, adding native collagen powder is like giving your joints a precision repair tool. Think of it as a targeted strike inside your cartilage, a way to reinforce what's breaking down from the inside out. And let me tell you a quick story. One of our longtime viewers, Anita from Pune, had struggled for years with stiff knees. Stairs had become her enemy. But after just 8 weeks of taking native collagen daily, she told me, through teary eyes, that she could finally walk up her garden stairs without holding the rails. First time in years. And honestly, moments like that, that's why I make these videos. If you're serious about rebuilding your joints, not just masking the pain, native collagen is one of the most underrated, science-backed tools you can add to your daily routine. 1. Beef or fish tendons slow-cooked. You won't find them on every dinner table, but beef and fish tendons are among the most powerful, bioavailable sources of type 1 collagen you can eat. That chewy, often overlooked part of the animal? It's actually a hidden powerhouse for joint repair and regeneration. Tendons from grass-fed beef or wild fish are made up almost entirely of type 1 collagen, the same type that builds and strengthens your ligaments, bones, skin, and cartilage. Unlike most powders or supplements, collagen from tendons is preserved in its natural matrix, allowing for a slow release of nutrients that your body can absorb deeply and effectively. Numerous clinical studies published in journals like Clinical Interventions in Aging and Nutrients have confirmed the benefits. Regular consumption of collagen-rich tendons or hydrolyzed type 1 collagen over 12 weeks has been linked to reduced joint stiffness, better range of motion, and even early signs of cartilage regeneration, especially in older adults. This isn't just another wellness trend. Tendon-rich broths and stews have been used for centuries in traditional Asian medicine and are now gaining attention in elite sports recovery and longevity-focused diets. So, how do you actually prepare them? Tendons are tough, but when you slow cook them for 8 to 12 hours, they transform into a soft, gelatinous texture that practically melts in your mouth. Cooking them with ingredients like garlic, onion, or ginger not only boosts flavor, but also enhances nutrient absorption. You can enjoy them in soups, hearty stews, or even chilled broths that turn naturally gelatinous when cooled, coating your joints from the inside out. Here's a key tip. Always pair tendon-based dishes with vitamin C-rich vegetables like red bell peppers, tomatoes, or citrus fruits. Vitamin C is essential for collagen synthesis and works like a catalyst to help your body absorb and rebuild tissue more effectively. Beef or fish tendons may be the most overlooked superfood for joint health, but they're also one of the most effective. If you're serious about rebuilding your body from the inside out, this is where you start. All right, quick check-in. So far, we've covered foods 9 through 5, the real foundation for stronger joints and healthier cartilage. From vitamin C-rich citrus fruits to nutrient-packed leafy greens and collagen-supporting nutrients in seeds and eggs, you're already on your way to building an internal repair system that works. But don't go anywhere just yet. The final 2 foods on this list, they don't just support collagen, they are collagen. These last ones go far beyond any supplement, delivering the most direct and bioavailable form of joint nourishment. Trust me, food number 1 is something you don't want to miss. Let's wrap it all up with a quick recap. Citrus fruits and leafy greens help fuel your body's natural collagen production. Seeds and eggs provide key nutrients like zinc, biotin, and sulfur that make that collagen actually usable. Then there's the heavy hitters: bone broth, skin-on meats, gelatin, and tendons. These foods contain real collagen peptides, exactly what your body needs to repair, rebuild, and relieve. Every food on this list is backed by science, easy to prepare, and approved by your joints. Now it's your turn. Which of these foods are you going to try first? Will it be a scoop of gelatin in your smoothie, a bone broth dinner, or maybe just adding a kiwi to your breakfast routine? Drop your answer in the comments. I read every one, and I'd love to know what changes you're making. If this video helped you even a little, give it a like, share it with someone who's always complaining about joint pain, and don't forget to subscribe for more science-backed health tips designed to keep you moving, thriving, and feeling your best. Until next time, stay mobile, stay nourished.